PvP mode is one of 5 modes in TDS, but somehow it has the lowest playing count of all, even lower than Sandbox. How did one of the most requested and hyped up modes turn into the most forgotten and neglected ones? Well, that's what I want to talk about today. Why PvP mode was never going to do well, along with its problems and how to fix it. Let's start with the maps. There are technically 5 maps, but TDS is just giving you the illusion of choice. One map stands over the rest and it's Crash Course. The easiest map with great clip space and 2 loops for your towers to do damage in. You're right, anybody's not picking this map. There's a pretty cool feature where on different maps you get to send in different enemies, but you're so unlikely to play on those maps that might as well not even be in the game. Well, maybe there's something better about this mode. Like the tower bans. Bans add strategy to this mode. You see your opponent's loadout and you ban 2 of the towers in it, forcing the opponent to improvise their loadout, which is what I would say if you weren't able to just not have any towers in your deck and make the opponent just have to guess on what towers to ban while you get rid of half of their loadout for free. They can go with the cop-out and ban some of the more OP towers like Evolve Towers or Pyromancer, but that brings me to another point. Half the people who play this mode are like level 100s and under. This means they don't have golden variants, so in a way, if you're a newer player, the system is kind of against you now. Another thing is the economy bonus. Basically, you can send enemies to the other team's path and you get extra money to your bonus with every enemy you send. The bonus is a cash payout you get like every 7 seconds or so. The more money you have, the better enemies you can send to your opponent's side. Basically, if you don't send enemies, you lose. Sending enemies is one of the best ways to get money in the game just because it constantly pumps out money and it doesn't have to wait for a specific time to get money. Unlike Farm, it's just a short timer and boom, you get money. You're able to get upwards of $2,000 if you're consistent with the enemy spam. So I don't think it's too crazy to call it pretty good. Because sending enemies is that good, it forces crowd control heavy decks. In a few matches, however, some people don't send enemies and use towers like Cowboy. This doesn't guarantee a win, but it can be a pretty decent play if you play it right. Also, I'm pretty sure you can see it a few times in the background footage, but half of the stuff in PvP mode is broken. Some towers you genuinely just cannot use if you have a skin on, like Assassin or Mortar. I have skins on both of these towers and I am just not allowed to use them because of it. Another thing is the UI is broken. When you go to upgrade a tower sometimes it just won't let you, even if you do have enough money. It apparently costs more than it says and forces you to wait until you think you have enough money. This mode is genuinely such a buggy mess and it's all because the developers neglected. They're doing so many good things with the main game, but in turn they're making PvP mode worse. Straying away from the gameplay, let's talk about the battle pass. The rewards are decent and the Excel skin is... do I even need to say it? I mean, look at this. Of course you can't get the stuff anymore, but yeah. However, the issue was how you would get these rewards. You got 50 ELO points every ranked game you win, which is really weird. Isn't this a battle pass? Why are we using a system that determines skill for a battle pass? Okay, in conclusion, maps hardly matter because you're gonna get Crash Course 75% of the time. Bans just don't even really matter. Economy is absolutely broken and needs a nerf. The battle pass is stupid with how it works, and in general, the game mode is just a buggy mess. PvP is meant to be fast-paced with plays that you could never guess. Instead, it's just a repetitive, boring, and buggy mode that no one plays anymore. Alright, that about wraps up the problems with PvP. Now it's time to discuss how to fix it. But before I get into that, I'm trying to get 2,500 subscribers to get the content creator role in TDS, so if you don't mind, consider subscribing. Back to the video now. This is the portion of the video where I go over everything I've talked about and tell you how I would try to fix it. Now, disclaimer, I'm not a developer nor a balancer, so don't take my opinion as valid if you don't see it as so. I'll start with the maps. The solution is pretty simple. Either delete Crash Course or add better maps. There's no reason to have one map with good ground and cliff space while all the other maps are practically all ground space. For tower bans, I'd start with, instead of putting towers into starter, advanced, so on, I'd put them into categories like support, crowd control, and DPS. You can ban 1 tower from each category. If not that, then I would increase the tower bans. Maybe 3 would work. I don't think I even need to talk about the bugs. Just work on PvP for like a week. Anything to get the UI working. Also, just let people use tower skins. I don't know why certain skins just don't allow you to use the tower. For the battle pass, high-key just copy how it works in the seasonal battle passes. If you want to keep the ELO thing, I would increase the gain. That's definitely something I would do. You could also add a new little tab in the quests for PvP that give ELO, like send a certain amount of enemies and get 25 ELO. But that's it. Tell me in the comments if you agreed or disagreed with my takes. Most of them are probably going to be disagree, but hey, who cares? Videos like this have been done by other people and are probably way better than this one. But, watch all my other videos first. Anyway, thanks for watching to the end. You're officially cool now.